Worst case scenario that some fear could cripple modern life in America as we know it. It's called an EMP, and Doug McKelway's live in Washington to explain what this is all about. Doug, what is it?
That's right, Bill. Yeah, in his election campaign last May, Iranian President Rouhani was quoted as saying, "Death to America is easy. We need to express death to America with action." Well, a lot of experts worry that the U.S. is indeed vulnerable to such a threat, especially to one carried out through an EMP blast or an electromagnetic pulse, which is contained in even low-yield nuclear bombs. An EMP could disable our entire electrical grid.
A scenario that could envision a missile being launched off of a ship, maybe a tramp steamer, near our coasts, could put one of those weapons in space high over our country quite credibly, perhaps in the very near term, and with absolutely catastrophic effects.
Today, virtually every part of our infrastructure is dependent on electricity because of computers. An EMP blast could render everything useless.
That means no water, that means no food, that means no telecommunications, that means no transportation.
Protection against an EMP is relatively inexpensive. Much of the military's nuclear capability, for example, is hardened against it, but not the civilian infrastructure.
The extremely high voltage transformers, which are the heart of the system, cost several $1,000,000 each and are only made, last time I looked, in South Korea and Germany. And it takes years to stand in line and get them built.
In the last decade, Congress introduced legislation to require power companies to harden their infrastructure against EMPs, but the bill died in the Senate. But even coronal ejections from the sun can also cause an EMP. They don't have to be man-made. The last time that happened on a really grand scale was in the mid-1800s, and the coronal ejection fried telegraph wires everywhere, caught telegraph buildings on fire. When the use of electricity was only in its infancy. Bill, imagine what it would do today.
Hope we're not around for that. Thanks, Doug McKelway in Washington. Thank you.